Hello, everyone. This is our second update in what is clearly a rapidly evolving situation across the Middle East. Since our last video on the 3rd of March, developments over the weekend have reinforced just how fluid this environment remains. Now, before we go any further, I hope you, your families, and your teams across the Middle East are safe. We know many of you are managing very real concerns alongside business continuity, and we wish you the best as you navigate these complexities. Since our last briefing, we've seen partial reopening of commercial routes in parts of the Gulf, particularly in the UAE and Qatar, although schedules remain volatile and corridor-based. Continued airspace restrictions across multiple jurisdictions, with reopening and resuspension, is happening at short notice. We've also seen the operation of government-arranged repatriation flights, including additional UK charter flights from Oman, and increased requests from governments for nationals to register their presence. Further travel advisories have also been raised by several governments, including Australia and EU states. On the immigration front, as of the 9th of March, Qatar's 1-month automatic extension remains in place for qualifying entry visas. The UAE also continues to be pragmatic, granting extensions where individuals are unable to depart, but there is still no formal blanket concession. Saudi Arabia and Kuwait continue to require exit permits for foreign national residents. The situation remains highly fluid. Raj, as we flagged in our last video, movement is only part of the story.
That's right, Ali. And as we said last week, the speed of change is as important as the substance of that change, and that's even more apparent at the moment. Over the last few days, we are seeing more employees move, whether through commercial routes or government-arranged evacuation flights. And as previously mentioned, relocation doesn't remove the compliance risk. So a few reminders. Entering a country on an e-visa, a visa on arrival, or on visitor status doesn't give someone the automatic right to work. Employers really need to assess whether remote work is permitted under local law and what the business continuity impact is if their employees are technically present as visitors. Status in the country that they have left must be preserved if return is intended, and this is particularly important in sponsor-driven systems like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. Municipal or in-country registration requirements in the new location may apply and should not be overlooked. Now, we strongly recommend immediate population mapping is done, so knowing where your people are, what their nationality is, visa types, visa expiry dates, dependent documentation, and really careful sequencing of exit permits and transit permissions before travel is confirmed. Now, this is a continuum from where we were last week. More movement is happening and compliance discipline remains essential. Fragomen will continue to monitor developments, and our crisis team are updating our Middle East microsite as conditions evolve. Now, if you need any support with scenario planning, evacuation sequencing, or compliance management, please reach out on crisisresponse@fragomen.com. Thank you, and please do stay safe.